go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed.
Official.
Hell yeah! Have you watched any football this weekend? I know it wasn't a whole lot of good football because of backups and shit, but did you watch any?
Yeah, I did watch some football games this weekend.
Okay, okay. You did
That's what
go ahead.
that's what I did all day on Sunday.
Okay, okay. You did the YouTube TV or you did the red zone thing I sent you?
No, I went somewhere to go watch it. They had like 5 big screens where you can watch all the games.
You didn't say the name, so I'm guessing it's not Twin Peaks.
No, I went to McIntyre's, San Antonio.
Okay, okay,
Check
okay.
it out. It's good. Mhm.
I'll check it out next time I'm down yonder. Take a look.
Mhm.
I know you brought it up before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. They got a lot of TVs, just like Twin Peaks, but they have like a big main one.
I wanted to see. I wore this hat today for the
Hmm.
Joy Taylor topic because I felt like it was on schedule. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
feel like if I wear it to Twin Peaks, I'm gonna look like a creep. Like, well, here we go, one of them.
Here
All
come this
right,
guy.
here comes this guy. So I let it be. I let it rock. But it was definitely fitting for today. So you're all caught up with the Joy Taylor topic and everything that's going on surrounding that.
I yeah, pretty much watched the videos. I one of the videos shows you or tells you a lot about the actual lawsuit and the 42
Yeah,
pages of it. So
42 pages. Yeah.
it's insane. Low key did want to look them up and start reading them myself.
As a honestly, when I started hearing about it, I wanted to read it myself too. I'm like, this sounds like a really good like book. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah,
even
because
a
it
full book, but 42 pages. That sounds like a nice little calm read.
hmm they're talking about how she made one nice comment about Colin. Um, so that started a whole like speculation on it.
Like, is it an
I wanted
inside job and all that?
yeah, and like I guess that's where I put two and two when it came to them talking about Shannon Sharp. I was like,
Hmm.
okay, he's trying to get revenge or whatever
I feel
from
like two things
Dixon.
could be true. I feel like they could have easily done that, like made the girl feel uncomfortable. They could have been over there wilding out, having the
Hmm.
sex parties or whatever, is being accused of. And I feel like Shannon could have also been sitting on that information, pause for a little while, and then finally knew when to drop the bomb. Like, you know what? If you're
Hmm.
really feeling this way, just make sure if you're going to do it. Like, I don't think Shannon necessarily influenced it, but I think he was close enough to her with all the information that came out where
Hmm.
he knew it was coming, and then he was able to say, "All right, well, at least keep my name out of it. And if they bring me up, make sure you have it super clear so there's no speculation." I think
Yeah,
something like that could have possibly. I think that could have happened.
I think so too. I think that's a possibility of Shannon Sharp being in her ear or something about this whole lawsuit.
Because even when the lawsuit, I was watching Nightcap live Sunday night. I know you call me a football nerd. I was in my nerd bag right after the game, waiting on time for Nightcap to start. And I remember watching it live. And I remember I had just finished, because usually I watch it and then I'm gaming at the same time. So I'm just listening, I'm doing my thing, whatever. And I remember I just turned off the game. I put the regular TV screen, HDMI one. Out of
Yeah.
habit, the YouTube was already pulled up, and another page was dropping like this whole bombshell thing. So all of a sudden, in the comment section, live on Nightcap, people are commenting, telling Shannon like, "Yo, did you hear about this? Did you da 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 da?" And one thing that stood out to me is
Hmm.
he's recording live. He's talking live. They're talking X's and O. He addresses this thing for all of 20, 30 seconds. And he goes, listen, I don't know why y'all keep wanting to talk. This thing ain't got nothing to do with me. It was a 42-page thing, and y'all ain't see my name nowhere. So I don't know why y'all want to talk to me. If he had said that the next day on first take, I would have got that. But in real time, nigga, how did you know that it was 42 pages? And how did you have enough time to comb through it? Even if you got a whole staff back there that fact checking shit, how'd they have enough time to comb through that and make sure? You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's timeline.
these
It's
celebrities
not.
be talking too damn much sometimes, bro. And it's like, shit, I believe he's 100% innocent, but I think that little hiccup is also what's causing people to speculate. If
Yeah,
that makes
for
sense, you know?
sure. How'd you know? How'd you address it so soon? You didn't even give it
This
time to think about it.
this is the same guy that's trying to convince people who go on Instagram live for a living and have Instagram as a job. This is the same
Mhm.
man trying to convince them that he accidentally went on Instagram live, even though they're telling him, yo, that's not
Accidentally.
how the technology works, especially your first time going on live, bro. You got to confirm like 4 fucking times you want to be live. You got to title the shit. You like,
Mhm.
bro. So I don't think he's actually guilty of some crazy shit, but I do think sometimes he talks too damn much.
Yeah, he
You know what I
does.
mean? I
And
love Unc Shay, but yeah,
he be opening his mouth a little too much.
I think older people, they're especially people that had notoriety, they're so used to being able to just rattle off whatever they want to the masses and no one can fact check it in real time that
Mhm.
they grossly underestimate the internet. And once you join the internet, because he's a content creator now, bro. That listen, they really gonna fact check 4, 5, 600 times and really get to the bottom. So it's like, bro, why would you say that? And everyone, not only that, your lives are recorded. So people are going to keep playing it back and analyzing how shit happened. I know if I noticed it, I'm not the first. Someone else had to in YouTube land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody had to notice it, and somebody's gonna look into that. I mean, that's why he is being talked about now.
That's why I think that's partially why Jason Whitlock said what he said. And on top of that, Jason Whitlock had inside information. Like he went on the show and said, yeah, I knew exactly what was going on. I just didn't want no part. Granted, what he had an opportunity to, that's also for speculation. But
Mhm.
what he was saying, we can't deny was still it was very sound what he was saying. You know what I mean? Like she said it in a lawsuit. Like what it was, they said, "Yo, you shouldn't mess around with different people, especially if one of them's in power." She goes, "Oh no, I got the power. As soon as I don't need them no more, I'm gonna drop an accusation, a fake Me Too, because we already know everybody's gonna jump on it. All the feminists
Mhm.
are gonna jump on that
It's
train."
like a common thing apparently to do.
And Jason Whitlock said it perfectly. Like he's not someone I've always historically agreed with on everything, but when you're right, you're right, and he said it perfectly. Like if you're in a position of power and you start fucking the work, you're now giving all the power to them. Like it's a huge HR disaster. So I just,
I mean, I feel like give it a couple days and something's gonna come out. Something's
it's,
gotta come
bro,
out.
she's been moving. She's like they've been recording and on TV live as if nothing happened. So I think they're expecting things to blow over, but on because this is the type of shit people like to read into. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just go ahead.
I don't know. I just don't I feel like them not making a statement is setting like a foot forward to this whole situation. They haven't commented on this at all. Fox Sports did, but not Joy, not nobody else.
She's still employed by them. The fact that they made a statement tells me that they probably told her not to, especially because one of the executives are involved. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he probably damn self had people telling like, "Hey, y'all better not say nothing," because the more we talk, like we just said, what on, the more people can start breaking it down, and then we can break it down. Legal teams can break it down further, and then they also got to do depositions throughout the lawsuit. So whatever you say on TV or on Instagram or on YouTube, got to match the deposition, or you gonna lose the shit. Like I'm not surprised they didn't say anything, but I'm also not surprised at the story.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching sports media since I was a kid. Like I grew up listening to Stuart Scott before going to school. You know what I mean? That's why I got so hyped when Big X did the sample on primetime. That's on primetime because that like I grew up on ESPN and I've seen the different anchors throughout the years. I've seen when Fox Sports, NBC Sports, stuff like that.
It's
And
not uncommon. It's
I
really
don't
not
think it's
uncommon.
uncommon. I think it's super obvious who's there because they know their stuff and
Mhm.
who's there for, well, reasons like her, whether she, not to say everyone slept their way, but some people are just eye candy and it's very obvious. Uh,
Mhm.
there's certain shows, they're just like, for an example, right? And their job specifically, they're moderators. They're not actually up there to really give a take or
Yeah.
analyze anything. So if you're there kind of just to read off the topic and then let us know when commercial break or whose turn it is to talk, It's eye candy. Like when you watch First Take, is crazy out there as she sounds half the time, 98% of the time. No one ever questions why Molly Karam is there. When she
True.
suddenly is married to another we'll call it talent on the network. I don't know what to really call Jalen Rose at that. That's an anchor. But when she's then suddenly married to one, then divorced, and then it's rumored now that she's divorced from the guy that got fired, she's dating her boss, another co-anchor, and then there's other. It's like, well, where there's smoke, there's fire, and when you look at it, it's like, oh, well, that's why she's working there. Joy Taylor is the same thing. Like these aren't like Doris Burks. You know what I mean? Like women who we're not there for the looks. They really know their shit. They know their X's and O's. They're there because they look like they work at weeks.
So like she knows. I feel like she knows she is eye candy, and she's using
Do you
Sex
know
and
what
Beauty.
she was doing before that? Do you know what she was doing before that job?
What was she doing?
Bartending and hosting.
Oh, that tells you everything you need to know.
You go from nothing sports related to all of a sudden you're on one of the biggest shows that's supposed to compete with First Take right after Skip Bayless leaves. Granted, yes, we know your brother was an amazing football player, an all-time talent. That did not get her that job. We knew why she was there. She was only there for like a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not surprised. Go ahead.
I'm not surprised either that if she did that.
Oh shit, we got Nigel in the house right in time. Right in time. As soon as let me unmute him. Nigel.
My bad, yo. I thought I didn't hit the mute, but didn't hit that button.
You good, you good. We was just up here talking about the whole Joy Taylor situation. Have you heard about that?
So let me get this straight, if I'm not mistaken.
Turn the camera on, bro. Turn the camera on.
I told you,
sound
bro,
like a guest caller on a radio station.
I'm gonna have to be right now, okay? I ain't got no good lighting, bro. But,
go ahead.
So old boy is suing ESPN, right? And he just in the fact of like suing him, he just gonna be like, yeah, and by the way, she fucking everybody on the damn team. Like, is that literally what I'm understanding is going on right now for that situation?
So not ESPN, it's Fox Sports, and the lawsuit is her hairstylist saying that Skip Bayless made her uncomfortable and offered her like $1.5 million for sex. And when she was given the details of all that stuff and to show the patterns over the years of it happening, she then dropped the bombshells, letting them know her friend Joy Taylor was smashing one of the top execs at Fox, as well as she was also smashing her co-host, which is allegedly how she got on that show as well.
My thing is, what the fuck that got to do with the price of tea in China, man? Like, if you suing for some other shit, for some sexual harassment shit from somebody else, why you got to put her business out there like that? Now we know she a hoe and she be fucking. Like, I was gonna say, like,
that's a fact.
I didn't read I don't agree. I don't disagree with you at all. I think from what I've heard, I didn't get a chance to read the 42 pages, but I've followed it closely. I followed people who were reading it out in order and then posting some of the pages. Based off of what she said, it sounded like her and that girl were best friends, damn near, right? And when that girl got hired, when she went from bartending to TV show host from fucking the people, she brought her best friend along as her hairstylist. Her hairstylist best friend started getting harassed by Skip Bayless to the point where he offered her money and was like, well, I heard you fuck Shannon. Why won't you fuck me? Like shit like that, right? And she was saying in the lawsuit that she told her super feminist best friend, hey, one of your co-hosts is treating me like this. They're doing this. And Joy basically said, get over it. I don't fucking care. Like, get out of my face. Go somewhere. And so that, the scorn of a woman. I think that pettiness brought that into the deposition where, her going through with the lawyers where they were asking her questions and they were like, well, was there a pattern? Or you know how it goes, bro. You know when you go through something and they always hit you with the question, well, did you tell anybody else? Did anybody else know? I think that opened up the can of worms. She was like, matter of fucking fact, I did. yep, I told Joy, and this is what she said, and this is why she said it, and it went on like that, and here we are.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was like some Kevin Hart shit where, like, you know, he made the joke about his dad, talking about something. His cousin was like, "Your dad was back there with me," and like I thought this is that kind of, I thought this is that kind of situation. So I was like, God dang, bro.
Yo, it's.
I
I mean,
mean,
yeah, partially that, but I think I think like I said, it was also the scorn of her best friend feeling like, yo, you screwed me over once you felt, you was above me, and shit. Well, they asked, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure if you look through the transcripts, it's probably somewhere where a lawyer said, "Have you told anyone else?" And then boop, there it is. She was like, "Yep, I told her. I told her this date. This is what she said." Because you know how it goes. You told someone, yeah. Who'd you tell? What'd they say when you told them? Then what happens? You know what I mean? So I don't think it's all the way her just spilling the beans. I think it just that didn't help.
Hey,
or
but
she
I
can
ain't
be
even gonna lie.
spiteful.
She could be spiteful, but I do think she does have that to fall back on where she can go, well, this was part of the process. They asked, did I tell anyone? What did they say when I tell them? So, because I just know in general terms, if they ask me them fucking questions before suspending me or giving me detention, they gonna ask your ass that when they ask you for millions of dollars in the courtroom. That just seems like a fair question.
Yeah.
The logical thing.
Come on, I watched a lot of Law and Order now. I
I'm
told
telling
you.
you.
Shit, I ain't got the answer to cancer, but I know some shit.
All I know
But
is in the criminal justice system.
shit, them
Yeah.
heinous crimes,
Um,
man.
Special victim.
Dun, dun. Nah, but Naj, I gotta ask you. So, as a sports fan, right? You grew up watching ESPN. Are you surprised by any of the news or details of this? I know you don't know all the details; it's kind of surface. But are you surprised by any of what you've heard?
I mean,
Like women are like attractive women in these sports, in the sports world, are kind of like sleeping with execs to get on TV faster.
that a little bit. Like I feel like I don't know if because like you said, we don't know the full story behind it. Maybe she might have just been like,
Mhm.
you know, drunk or some shit and was like, you know what, you looking kind of good. I want to fuck. And it just so happens she's a baddie. And it just so happens he ended up being your boss. Like, you know. But then again, also too, it wouldn't
I
surprise
don't know
me
if that
too.
was a just so happened type
I
thing.
know, but like I'm just saying, it could have happened that way, but it could have definitely also happened the way that everybody looking at it now, like, bro, you fucked to get on the show. Like, but hey, she's there
Yeah,
now. She's there now. So like, what are you gonna do? Because like, if you take her off the air, is that gonna cause you even more trouble now? Because now she's like,
that's
oh,
what
well,
I was thinking about, and that's why it's such an HR headache when you do this stuff. Like, and I know it's easier said than done. I'm not Mr. Perfect, but when you are in a position of power, you can't start fucking the subordinates because you give them the power. And
true.
it's just like you said, if he was to go ahead and fire them now, they'll be like, well, the lawsuit didn't even carry out. None of the facts came out in the court. You just fired me. And boom, now her plan is ignited. Did you hear about what they said Joy Taylor said about the exec?
No, I did not.
What do you say?
Yeah. So I think this is also why a lot of people are believing it. A, because we're not surprised on the surface level, but the girl gave so much detail, it's hard to not think it could be true. So basically, she was saying that Joy Taylor was bartending, hosting in Miami, which Joy Taylor has talked about extensively herself. So we know that's true. She said one day she walks in with this dude and they're touchy-feely all over each other. And it's very obvious that they're sleeping around, right?
Okay.
They start doing their thing, having relations. Then she gets a job on FS1 on Fox Sports. Her husband finds out about this, divorces her. Now she's single as a Pringle. She's sleeping with this dude. Dude has a sit down with Skip Bayless and calls them all in for lunch. Skip Bayless is like, I don't really want this lady on the show. She doesn't know what she's talking about. The exec goes, come on, can you have her on for me? Just a favor. Skip reluctantly. All right, cool. We can do it. Fast forward, Joy Taylor's not on that show no more. Joy Taylor goes to another show. But then her hairstylist best friend says one day she walks in with E-Man Acho, right?
Mm-hmm.
says basically the same thing. They're all over each other. They're what you call it. It's obvious that there's some type of sexual tension. Ime Nacho also, like a lot of celebrities, snitches on himself and posts videos of her for people to go back and look at and support these claims. But the big red flag is, well, one of the big red flags in the story to me is she says, essentially she told Joy Taylor, hey, I don't think it's a good idea for you to fuck one of the executives and one of the anchors. Like, this could go bad. Joy Taylor says, no, I got the power now. As soon as I'm done with him, I'll just drop a Me Too. And said he did some weird shit. I'm a feminist. Everyone's going to believe it. I'll go about my life. So like you said, with the giving the power thing, that's one of the major reasons why it's a problem, because you fucking them. And now who's the real exec? All she got to do is go into HR, and you got some 26-year-old fresh out of college telling you, hey, sir, you got to pack your bags. You know what I mean? It's funny, but it's true. You can't fuck the subordinates. That's just, Nick, we was in the military, bro. We know why you can't.
I was about to say.
I'm talking to you like I don't know who you are. It's because you ain't got the camera on, nigga. That's why I don't. Bro, we know we can't do this shit.
I'm about to say, how many fucking...
We can't. No one said you can't mess with coworkers, because that's accepted in everywhere at this point. You just gotta let whoever know. But when you start messing with women that are subordinates, this is what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
I also feel like too, that executive dude, he covered his tracks with that shit though. I mean, and when I mean cover his tracks, I mean like, so if she tried to say some shit like that, he like, nah, bro, I got all this proof right here, bro. Like all this proof right here of why she. Cause come on now, for one, I see, bro, he white, he ain't black. You ain't gonna. You
but that's well. How do you say? Just to stay on topic real quick. How did he cover his tracks?
Like I feel like he got text messages between them, which he can present that in court because it's coming straight from him. Like I feel like
that's only going to support the claims in a lawsuit. That's not going to help him showing up with proof. Like, yeah, I was fucking this lady. Yeah,
I'm saying like I'm talking about like if she was to hit him with the whole Me Too thing. Like he got proof saying like
so that's the thing, and that's why a lot of this Me Too feminism stuff is all over the place. Like, because based on how she said it, it was probably going to be like a lot of the claims. I don't say a lot, but some of the claims out there where she was never planning to go to the police about nothing. She was literally just going to go to the HR department and say, yo, this dude has been acting funny. And when you're in that position as a CEO, you can't come in and go, no, it's two ways. See, they're going to go, bro, you know better. You weren't supposed to do this to begin with. It's an HR issue, and he's married. You know what I'm saying? So
she knew what she was doing, and he should have never done it.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I think he gave her all the power.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is one of the cases where he risked it for the biscuit, and now he's
one of many examples now. That's really how it's gonna go for his career. He's just gonna be one of many, because she name dropped him.
Her too. I mean, she should have been smart about it. If somebody came to you and was like, hey, your boss is trying to grope on me, and she's just like, get over it. Like, what do you think was gonna happen after that?
The smartest person in the situation is the person filing the lawsuit, because everything that they did, she surrounded it with work. And you know, like I know, when they're going on these lunches and these meetings, everything's on a company card. So when the lawyers go in to do their investigating, they're gonna crack open the button. Oh yeah, you guys were here that day. Oh, let's pull the footage. You were here that day. So she seems like the smartest one. I think the only thing from the accuser that really stands out as a red flag to me from that side is, if you're doing a civil suit for money, right?
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, that's always a shot. That's always a shot in the dark. It's a win or lose thing. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is you want money, right?
So what really happened?
He offered you $1.5 million. I don't believe this nigga offered her $1.5 million.
I don't think so either.
If money's the bottom line, why don't you just take the $1.5 million before inflation? Way back in 2016, when they was on air together, like.
Hey man, she was trying to keep her self pride as a woman and not be like, I'm not no hoe. I don't fuck for money. So
you think you could be proud and smart? Like two things.
Hey man,
She was
I'm just
proud and
saying.
she was also like, well, shit, this nigga offering 1.5. He definitely got 5. Let me go ahead and get that. Let me wait a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I ain't even gonna cap, bro. Let some rich executive woman be like, look, I'll pay you 1.5 to fuck me right now. I'm dropping my drawers. I'm butt ass naked right then and there. The moment the number comes out, I'm butt ass naked. Like
1.5 million, you say?
shit, if Oprah came up to me and be like, hey bro, I'll pay you to fuck me right now. I'm be like, well, what's the number we talking, Oprah? And she say like 1 point anything. If she say million, I'm like, oh yes, of course, I don't care. Because then I got millions.
Oprah,
I
I've
got
been
a
waiting
million.
on you to call me. That's exactly what I'm saying. I've been waiting for you to call me. She's talking about I'm dropping 1.5.
No.
Like,
I'd be
Oprah, I've
like,
been
But like you
waiting on
said,
this
she's
phone call.
smart. She's like 1.5. I could get more if I sue you.
Come on now. I think, and I don't care if you're a billionaire, paying $1.5 million for sex is absolutely insane.
Why such a set number? Why not just he offered money?
The fact is, you can just be a millionaire, and that enough of is a flex. You could just, hey, you want to just drive around? Let's go to Cheesecake Factory and still get some. Like to offer 1.5 and you're married. I don't know if I believe he offered one. That part I need to see the proof. I need to see some detail. Did he? You know what I mean? Like, because I just looked it up. He was getting a $7 million a year contract, and after taxes and everything, living in LA, he was walking away with a little bit more than 4. I don't see him with all his bills, mortgage, all that at the end of the year, saying I'm about to give you almost half of what I'm walking home with. Just a
now,
bust a
granted,
nut.
too, you got to also take into account that's what he was just getting from that. You got to also take into account everything else that he was like bringing in too.
Well, Skip, I mean, he was getting that from that, yes. But Skip Bayless wasn't like the most popular person where he had like a bunch of endorsements. I don't think, even if he had additional income, I don't see it being in the millions in addition to FS1 like that. It's just like
to offer 1.5 million for sex.
Come on now.
Hey, he had it in Doge, bro. Okay,
listen.
He had 1.5 in Doge. That's what it was.
He said, I'm gonna give you Bitcoin.
I'm gonna give you that crypto. Watch.
You do know what I want to know though is like, because I've been seeing the backlash. So obviously you've seen the sports fans, a lot of guys making the jokes. Everyone saying, "Oh, see, we knew it, da da da." Like I was telling Abby earlier, I've been watching Sports Center since a kid. I think it was very obvious the Doris Burke type people who was like, she's there because she knows her stuff, versus the Molly Karams, Carrie Champions, where it's like you're more eye candy. That's why they have you as a moderator, not necessarily an analyst. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I never was surprised when I saw it, but I also see the backlash from women, and a lot of them are upset and saying like, well, see, like the video we were looking at earlier, Abby, with the girl like, oh, well, y'all don't know how to work your way to the top, or y'all wish y'all could sleep your way, da 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 da. I guess my question is, and Abby, you can lead it off. Why does Me Too not apply to women? Like if a woman's saying Me Too, but a woman is one of the people that was part of the issue, how come she's not getting tossed down and drugged through the mud? Like, you know what I mean?
A girl that made the comment. I mean, I know what video you're talking about, like the one you sent from TikTok. She's talking about if men were able to do this, they would. And I feel like maybe she's just like mad that they just mad that they didn't do it.
Well, I don't think men could if we wanted to, because there's not a whole lot of women in executive positions for us to just be trying to fuck our way to the top. Like that's just A, not a common thing. And B, to be fair, men, we always accepted that was a reality. We never truly had a problem. The problem came with the Me Too's and the HR headaches and shit. It was the women that were benefiting, and it was the women that had a problem. Men ain't never came out here complaining like, it's not fair, man. She fucked the balls. We're just like laughing around the water cooler. Man, she fucked the balls, man. You know what happened. I ain't getting to promote this shit. Like, that's really how that shit happened. We gonna keep it all the way a stack. This is out of bounds. That is really Nigel. Am I wrong?
No. I mean, you're right. That Me Too shit is just not it. That's
Yeah, like I don't get it. Everyone kind of say, "Oh, man,
Yeah, no, you're not wrong at
mad
all,
that
bro.
you can't." We're never mad. We just accepted the game for the game. Y'all were the beneficiary. Y'all got mad and made it hot. And if we're gonna keep it honest, it was the ugly ones that really made it. Whatever. Either way, we not the problem here, yo. This is y'all holding y'all back, yo. We were cool with it this whole time. If anything, it made some of us more ambitious. Like, man, I gotta work harder so I could just have an office full of beauties and it was, whatever. But I do find that the Me Too don't apply to y'all.
Why not? It just don't.
It don't, when y'all are being the ones that are the defendants, all of a sudden it's whispers. Nobody wanna Me Too and yo, this the toxic sexuality and femininity in the workplace, and look at her not looking out for other women when they come to her with their problems and their Me Too. Ain't she a feminist? Why would you tell a girl with those type of accusations to go fuck off?
That's what
And
I'm
then continue
saying.
to work on that platform.
Bro, feminists nowadays don't even know what real feminism is. like,
It's more
yeah,
We
like when
ain't
it's
gotta
right
go too
for
deep into
them.
that one, but you ain't lying.
I'm just saying.
It's the convenience.
See,
For
Convenience.
her, yeah.
for her,
The
it
fact that
literally
she
was
said that, the fact that she said, yeah, once I'm done or something don't go my way, I'm gonna go do the same thing. Like, that's crazy.
Come on now. Come on. And yo,
No.
and it makes me
That's what
think
I'm
too,
saying.
like,
Like her telling her that, oh, just get over it kind of thing. Like, she should have been smart about that. She shouldn't have that. Like, she should have been quiet, made no comment. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say something.
and now they're talking about, oh, this hurts women trying to get into sports media, this, that. I don't think it all the way does. If anything, this just now shows when you get up that you really just gotta talk and know for sure what you're talking about.
But like you said,
Like,
she's eye candy. Look at her background. Why would you expect her to be somebody that knows sports?
yeah, it was
How do you think
super
she got
obvious. Like,
there?
we know the moderators from the analysts. Like, no one's ever gonna sit here, even with all the crazy rumors and the Jimmy Butler and the Butler and the bubble and COVID.
Mm.
No one's ever gonna say Rachel Nichols doesn't know what she's talking about. No one's ever gonna sit up here and go, "Yo, Rachel Nichols, she don't know basketball, bro. She's just there." It was like, no, we've seen Rachel Nichols for years, even back when she wasn't really all that, and she knew what she was talking about. At the end of the day, it was like, oh, she has really good takes. And her shows were always entertaining because whenever she got a shot, she would bring other athletes on. So it was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, she wasn't that. Joy, like I said, she looks more like the lady I would see at Twin Peaks.
damn, not Twin Peaks.
Which ironically, she was bartending before she became a host of a network fucking television show. But
Exactly.
You were
But
brought
she's
on.
supposed to know her shit.
She was brought on to bring in more fucking viewers. Like, oh shit, who this fine ass woman on this show now? Like, that's what it was.
Ratings.
But they could
Yeah.
have brought in any fine ass woman. She was there because she was fucking a boss.
I mean, there's
Because she
a
only lasted one season and they replaced her and kept the same lady who was a little bit older ever since, which told me, yeah, you just weren't good at your job. You got off when
yeah.
you needed to for that year. It was on to the next.
Exactly.
I know there's a interview with her and two guys where they ask her about her position and how she got there. And do you know which I'm talking about?
I think it was the Pivot podcast or the I Am Athlete or something. It was like something with
And
Brandon
like their
Marshall in that.
faces
Yeah.
when she's answering, they're like, "You did not just say that."
Because she's delusional. She's one of the people. I don't even want to just put on women. She's one of the people who has the luxury of just existing in an echo chamber. And the only
Mhm.
people she really communicates with are people that agree with her.
Yeah.
So she's been allowed to go on and be this delusional. And even through this, I think she's still gonna have some delusion until it really all the blowback really settles in. It's just like, oh damn, I ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
I
know
hope
what
she
I
got
mean?
some.
Like,
I hope she got a good ass savings account because god damn.
I don't know. I've learned hot girls aren't fiscally responsible, yo. They just expect the money to never stop. So like I'm not saying it's all, but from my experience, yo, some of them really are like delusional. Like they think they'll never stop looking good. They won't ever age. they're just gonna forever get money from men for looking good, and they really just burn through it. Like, you're not about to tell me you know you got all your house full of designers, cars, the walls are lavender and shit or velvet, and you also have a really great 401k. You know, your S&P 500 is just through the roof. Like, come on now.
Gotta be smart about it.
I do got a question though. Nigel, I'll let you fall. I'll let you lead this one off. I ain't trying to get Abby canceled first episode. But so when one of the things, because Emmanuel Acho is one of the people that was brought up, and they showed his old videos of him simping and pandering to her, which we now found out was like, nah, he was actually breaking her back in. But one of the things he kept emphasizing on, and other people on the internet, oh, this is a black woman. This is great for black women. It's a black woman leading the way. I didn't even know the lady was black. I just thought she tanned well because she lived in Miami. Cool. Now she's black. I think, though, this is kind of like when Tiger Woods was going through his shit. This is kind of like when people decide to get butthurt because Patrick Mahomes' wife showed she liked Trump. I tell black people, we got to stop claiming niggas that don't claim us. Like, if they don't show up blackity black or saying, yo, I'm black, doing black shit, stop claiming them. Because when these motherfuckers fuck up, guess what? Now you giving them a reason to go, see, look, we did have it. We did give them a chance. We gave the joys. Look, they didn't really know shit. They was fucking their way to the top.
This right here is big facts, bro.
Like, bro, like, yo, I love my people. Stop claiming these niggas, yo. They don't claim you. And the only thing you get is the backlash.
Like,
she didn't hire no black niggas. The hairstylist she brought with her wasn't black. She didn't bring no sisters up. She didn't put no people on FS1. She was just conveniently black whenever she needed to, because you niggas give into it every fucking time. I'm surprised she ain't show it with the Boundz braids again out this week. It's like, I don't get it, bro. Stop claiming these niggas.
Bro, that's literally, honestly, I'm like, I know this is not even on the topic, but that's honestly literally what the whole Kendrick and Drake beef was. Like, Kendrick was like, bro, stop trying to like claim you black and you're not doing shit for black people. Like,
but Kendrick was talking about Drake claiming it. I'm saying, yeah, I know, people, but I'm saying, we need to stop claiming them. Like,
but like that's what he was like. That's why he did that shit, to open up people's eyes to be like, hey, bro, like, let's stop trying to claim black, like people who say they black or is black and is like not really doing shit for black people. Like,
this nigga don't show up to accept no BET awards. He don't do no interviews on no black platforms, no podcasts, no radio shows. He'll go sit down with the Bobby Altif bitch, whatever, the boring bitch that her show lasted a year. Like, he'll sit down with nobody that actually made him famous. He don't be in Atlanta run. You don't see him on 85 South.
Like motherfucker said, like, how many more times you gotta act like, do something with black people to act like you black, like and you're not, like you're not black, you're not. Like, do you know what a syrup sandwich is, nigga? Do you know what a ketchup sandwich is, nigga?
Bro, we keep claiming all these people that tan nice and don't do shit for us and never really fucked with us like that or claimed us unless it was convenient. But then once they get to Mountain High, they still don't say a fucking word about us. And we are, nah, but he black too. Hey, don't forget, that's a black man. Hey, you see that brother? Black man. Yo, let's nom the black. And them niggas don't say shit to us, acknowledge us. I don't want to go too far on the Patrick Mahomes stick because he cool. He don't really do nothing. That's still my homeboy. But when you see the Tiger Woods, the Barack Obamas, the Kamalas, when you see these Joy Taylor type people, the Drake, they don't fuck with us. They barely black and they kids white because they fucking white people too, bro. They don't want to be with us like this. Stop claiming these niggas, bro. Because when they fuck up, it falls back on us, and it really shouldn't. Because, like you saw in my post, Jamel Hill wasn't fucking nobody. Well, nobody was really fucking. But you get what I'm saying, yo. Ain't nobody was. You know what I mean?
Now, see, the only disagreement I got, the only one person I disagree with you on is Brock, bro. Like, Brock has done some black shit, though. Like, that motherfucker, like
so what,
bro? Tell me what other presidents you know will clown a motherfucker in a room full of white people.
All of them. What? They're always in rooms full of white people cracking jokes. Nigga, when I say Obama, like, I'm talking about the nigga who was raised by his white mom and his Indonesian stepdad in Indonesia, then moved to one of the whitest states, way isolated out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We've been there. And then when he finally came to the mainland, he went to Harvard Law School, was in Chicago for a few years doing whatever, and didn't start interacting with niggas until it was time to run for office. That's what I mean when I say Obama. There wasn't no black people in this man's biography or in his whole life story until he got into politics. That's what I mean when I say Obama. Because then we get up there and get surprised he ain't passed no black legislation. That's the blackest thing you could have done. Not crack some fucking joke in front of white people. Actually do some shit for black people. That's some nigga shit. But I digress. Go ahead.
That's another topic for another thing. Because
that's another time for another day. Joy Taylor, it is her Tay to get roasted. Step to the front of the congregation. It's your turn, Joy. You see the hat I got on for it too, man.
Got the horns on the ass.
No, you read it?
Texas all day.
You read it though?
Nigga said horny. I
had to stay on topic, you know. Hey, we listen, but we don't judge.
Nigga, I'm judging the fuck out of this shit right now. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I think we found our episode name. I was thinking about going with Twin Peaks. I think we just found an episode.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yo,
fuck out of this shit.
I'm dead.
Like, bro, now that you brought that shit up, bro, have you seen half of them shits, bro? Like, I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm judging the fuck out of you right now. Like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yo, this new we listen and we don't judge reminds me of like the trend of like saying no homo when we was growing up. Like, niggas think it's a green light to just say whatever, and it's like, whoa, hey, yo, slow down, brother. What?
No homo.
I'm not racist, but it's like, yo, bro, I'm definitely gonna think about what the fuck you just said.
Yeah.
Yo, I love TikTok though. TikTok keeps everybody entertained. It got the best trends. You can get
TikTok the new Vine.
TikTok is Vine on super steroids.
What?
Like
more motherfuckers are getting famous off of TikTok than they ever did on Vine. Like
and paid.
What? Paid.
Like Vine, when I think of Vine, I think of just, all right, you gotta make someone laugh in like 7 to 10 seconds, quick, whatever. Well, I think of TikTok, I'm like, man, how am I about to fucking barbecue this shit, yo? How am I about to use it? Let me go on TikTok. Someone's barbecued this fucking turkey before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I think of Vine, I think of like the King Batch and all them other motherfuckers that came up during that shit.
Yeah, I think of them type of guys.
But when I think of TikTok, I'm like, damn, anybody can get famous off of TikTok now.
Bro, when I think of TikTok, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to add this part on my car. Let me see how someone on TikTok did it.
Hell, cooking with Kaya. Like, that's all I gotta say.
I'm dead.
Just saying. Like,
bro, you want to know something crazy? I still have not seen a full one of her videos. I get the whole gist of what she's doing. Okay, I don't understand all the controversy. Like, apparently there was people being mad, and then women didn't like her, and then men were gassing her. I truly don't understand.
I think the funniest shit I ever seen is a dude was explaining the video. He was like, so women can have all this other shit that's like got nothing but men, like half naked and shit, and all this. But the moment I go in the kitchen or in the living room and sit down and all my wife here is cooking with Kaya, now it's a fucking problem. I'm like, hey, bro. I kind of agree.
I'm gonna be honest, because it's not like she was just super drop dead gorgeous, and it was like I think now that I'm like listening out loud, I feel like it was probably just annoying women to hear a nigga on the phone, and all of a sudden you just hear cooking with Kaya. Cooking, say nigga, what you over there watching, yo? What the fuck are you over there watching, nigga? You know you don't even cook. What the fuck?
Hey, but can I just say though, one thing
am I wrong, Abby?
Proud though.
No, I think that's just annoying.
Wait, hold on. I gotta hear from a girl's perspective. What'd you say? Go ahead.
It's just annoying hearing the cooking with Kaya. I personally have not seen a video of her. I have not. I saw just a lot of comments on Twitter about it, and girls being mad that their boyfriend are watching this girl on TikTok cooking. But I did hear it short clip where they're saying cooking with Kaya. And it sounds annoying as hell. Nobody wants to hear that. Just cook your damn food and show the video. Do what you gotta do. Shake ass if that's what you're doing on the video. But
It is.
it's
That's
just a
also
no.
why I didn't watch it though, because the little intro song, I was like, I feel like I'm watching like a Nick Jr. show. I don't really need the little song dance. Usually the voiceover is just fine when they got the little puffy little microphone. It look like they got lint on the shirt, and they're just like, "Hey, so we're in the kitchen today, and we're gonna go ahead and open these noodles." And then
Like she could have just been
like
like
that shit
cooking
is
with Kaya
fine.
today and then moved on with her recipe.
Yeah, hey guys, it's Kaya. I'm back. Once
But
this nigga did the whole song himself, I heard it out loud. I was like, yeah, that is annoying. I can hear how that would piss somebody off. Like,
like, I ain't gonna lie. Like
But it's
first
catchy.
watching it, I my damn self was like, yeah, this shit is annoying. But at the same time, too, I'm like, damn, she can cook though. Like, and that's
you
my
probably
thing.
can.
It's like,
But if there was
That's what I
some
hear.
strong
no,
workout
no.
motherfucker that did a fitness inspiration videos, and all of a sudden I hear my girl on the couch doing push-ups with Patrick, push-ups with, I'ma smack the shit out of something. A phone, a glass, something's gonna fly across that fucking room. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So it's like, I get y'all. I'm not mad. I understand.
But see, the biggest thing that is right now is like for me, you hear like all this shit about like, oh, like girls always be like nowadays, like, oh yeah, I can cook, I can cook, I can cook. And then half of them can't even boil fucking water. They burn water. Like, how do you burn water, bitch? Like, you don't know how to cook. And you get mad at me for watching a chick who knows how to cook, who just so happened to be throwing her ass at the same time.
Hey, that's both y'all faults. That's her fault for not being a grown ass adult and don't know how to survive. And then, dude, that's your fault because you should have known by the second date if she can cook or not. You done messed up.
She
You living with
burning water.
somebody, uncommitted a whole long term thing. She can't cook and you just now figured this out. Nah, bro, y'all both.
Bro, most people don't figure it out until like they either move in together or like, you know.
Hey, and if she can't cook and you can't cook, then it's the
I can cook.
the blind nigga.
Then
You
both of
might
y'all
as
need to
well
watch Cooking with Kaya.
I was gonna say you might want to tap into Cooking with Kaya. Then.
Both of y'all need to watch it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. If a nigga didn't know how to cook, I would be out here struggling. I ain't even gonna lie.
For real, like living on your own. But I will say, even though the Cooking with Kaya shit, as much as I understand why women can get annoyed hearing that, I will say if you know your ass can't cook, you better not get mad about hearing cooking with nothing, yo. It's like at the end of the day, this nigga trying to figure out how to survive. So if you don't want to watch Kaya, you better learn. You better get a cookbook. Look up Martha Stewart, Rachel Ray, something. Figure something out, yo.
Tap in the Food Network every day. Come on.
You know what I mean? Watch the Barbecue Showdown on Netflix. You ain't got no time to do that, but figure something out. That's all I'm saying. Go on Amazon.
Take this conversation all the way back. Where the feminists at supporting her ass with this? Like, yes, girl, you do that. You cook that meal. Like,
bro, feminism is not real. We don't need to go too deep down that hole. I ain't trying to get canceled before we start, but we both know that.
Bro, I've already
said
like, there's gonna be some times. I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna be some times when motherfuckers be like, yeah, these niggas need to get canceled. And the first thing I'm gonna say is, you can kiss my black ass. Like, my opinion. If you don't like it, oh well.
Bro.
I mean, like I said, I don't hate her hustle. She is just annoying. Her little intro's annoying.
I won't take that away. She you know. Like I said, I also equally agree that Cooking with, I feel like I'm watching a Nick Jr. show or some shit. Like I'm like, bro, am I about to get arrested? How old is this chick?
He said,
I'm not
put my talent. The way I look at it, she said I can either go make some money in the kitchen, like I always be doing, or I can go on OnlyFans and be making money there. She chose to not like show off.
Y'all gonna be complaining anyway.
Do a little bit of twerking.
Listen, I ain't about to watch this shit, but I ain't mad at her. I get it too. Just like you said, listen, y'all gonna be complaining regardless. If I'm here cooking, y'all gonna be bitching. If I'm on OnlyFans, y'all be like, oh, look at this bitch selling her pussy on OnlyFans. Bro, there ain't no winning. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Get your money. Just all I say is maybe you don't need the little. But then again,
I will not be.
It's making her viral. The same shit that's pissing everybody off annoying is making her. So I see why she hasn't stopped.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to have a solid take. I'm all over the place.
Hey, after all this shit with Joy Taylor, I wouldn't be surprised if she came out with a OnlyFans and shit.
You subscribing?
No. Absolutely not. Because knowing her ass, she gonna be like, my shit's $25, maybe $50 to subscribe, and I'll be like, bitch, that pussy probably ain't even that good. Like,
Can we be honest real quick? Because since this is out of bounds, I'm gonna go a little bit out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand in a world with free internet porn and Reddit, why the fuck are people paying for OnlyFans? Like, I'm not trying to
don't forget Twitter.
And Twitter. And the same OnlyFans people promote it for free on Twitter. So it's like,
I mean,
people talking about they racking in hundreds of thousands of mils. I'm like, what? Like, even the losers that are paying, nigga, did you never hear of the free websites out here? Like,
well, shit, they trying to get rid of the free websites now. So,
huh?
They trying to get rid of the free websites now.
Who's trying to get rid of the free websites?
The government. Shit.
Isn't Pornhub banned?
It's banned in Florida. I can't watch that shit
banned, no more. I know it's banned in Texas. So I'm gonna be honest. I read the thing when it first popped up. I was curious. It's not banned, basically. Our states basically enforce the law saying that they want you to be able to verify your proof of age when you're on these sites, because they're trying to prevent kids from being on these sites. Because, which I can see that. I'm not mad at the government. They're seeing a pattern of degeneracy because of the access to porn from such a young age. There's just a lot more people fucking a lot more, and there's a lot of single parents. There's a lot of diseases being spread around. So one way to kind of put a cap on that and also discourage young women from going and selling their body online is saying, if you're not an adult, you can't access these sites. Pornhub made the decision to then say, well, this violates like your freedom of privacy, whatever, and was like, so we're just going to choose to not participate, so we won't offer our website in your states. But they're not banned. The fact that you can even open it and see that message is because it's not banned. If it was banned, you would say the URL blocked.
Yeah.
So that was a Pornhub decision. And Pornhub, I got this information from them. They wrote, I was there too. I was there one night with my hand on my shit and just sitting there.
In the middle of the video, the message just pops up. He's like, whoa.
I feel like the network engineer in me is compelled to let you guys know there are VPN apps, but that really that depends on how deep down in that hole you are. I don't really, it's too much effort at this point. But
it is.
Just put out
free sites you can go to it and be like, like same shit you can see on Pornhub, you can see on this site. Like
you can see it's copy and pasted across all them damn sites. I think
exactly.
So, but I mean the OnlyFans thing. I don't think Joy Taylor would do that. I don't think she. Actually,
I don't think she would.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think she would, but there's been a lot of celebrities and mainstream people that have done it. Iggy Azalea did it, and she was nominated for a Grammy. Joy Taylor ain't get no damn ESPY or Emmy or whatever the fuck.
Cardi B got one. Amber Rose got one. Fucking
Cardi B don't really count, or Amber Rose. They was selling that poom poom well before the fame.
Shit, Hoops. I don't even know who Hoops is.
Exactly. Think about it. Her name is Hoops. Her claim to fame is she was so desperate for fame, money, and attention, she signed up for a show to date Flavor Flav, well out of his prime. Come on, nigga. Are we surprised she got OnlyFans?
Yeah, no.
Next you're gonna be like, oh, Delicious got an OnlyFans. Yeah, her name was Delicious.
Hell, old girl from fucking Disney, who was on that show with Zendaya.
All of them. Point being, Joy Taylor ain't above OnlyFans. So I guess if there's something you holding your breath on, stay hopeful. I'm
not hopeful at all. I don't give a fuck if she do. I'm just made the joke saying that I wouldn't be surprised if she did. Like shit, you already got caught.
Bootleg it on Reddit,
He's like, you already got caught fucking for your job. You might as well keep it going. Like, hey, I'm just saying, if the market fits, the market fits, man.
She's gonna embrace it.
So,
she's gonna embrace it and get OnlyFans.
Wait, while I have y'all on, though, I do gotta ask, who are y'all picks to play in the national championship game?
I got Texas and Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm
'Cause
very hopeful in Texas.
I hope it's Texas and Penn State because I think we can definitely do a better job against Penn State.
the reason why I
No,
say
Notre
Dame,
Dame, they that moment. Usually, I don't like Notre Dame. I don't really respect teams that aren't, that don't belong to a conference. However, that coach, man, he's a difference maker. You know what I mean? He's from that Ohio State claw. So,
but like the biggest thing with Notre Dame though is you just beat Georgia, who was literally the favorite to go to the champ and win it. Like
they weren't the favorites after.
Well, they were one of the. After that, yeah. But like the beginning of the season, though, everybody was like, it's probably gonna be like Georgia's definitely gonna win.
To be fair, at the beginning of the season, they said Arizona State was going to be ranked last in the Big 12.
That is true.
See, they certainly weren't that.
The motherfuckers actually went to the Final Four.
But I don't know. I feel like we can beat Penn State for sure. I think we can beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame, their momentum right now, their playoff run, it reminds me of the Ravens when they was doing it in 2012. Because Ray Lewis, he was on that sideline just praying so damn hard. And I was like, bro, this dude got God on his side. Nobody is about to beat these niggas.
Bro,
Notre Dame is the last Catholic school at this level, bro. They really got God on their side.
To even bring up the 2012 Ravens, bro, like it wasn't even just Ray Lewis. You had Ed Reed.
Oh no, it was not. They had an entire from Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed, Joe Flacco, Ray Rice, Torrey Smith, Anquan Bolden, Jacoby Jones, all of them great people. But they had God on their side, nigga. Because the Niners also had an equally great team.
Bro, did you see that interview where Ray was like, yeah, when he was talking about when they came back out at the half and they was like, yeah, like, just something just told me, like God just told me I need to go lay hands on him. And I did. And after I did that, bro took it to the house. I was like,
crib. 109 yards, still the longest return in motherfucking Super Bowl history. Rest in peace, Jacoby Jones, by the way. My man's just passed away, the Houston great. But, bro, like you said, he had God on his side. He came out that tunnel. He said, something told me. Boom.
Lay hands on him.
He had to do it. And that's what scares me about Notre Dame, bro. Like, if this was just a regular week 5 game, I'd be like, man, fuck these niggas. Fight Irish, bitch ass logo. What is this? But got God on their side, bro. We can't beat him. He's defeated. I don't want to play.
Now,
I really don't.
The biggest question though is 2 actually. What did you think about this last Sunday's games, this last regular season games in the NFL? And what do you think about this postseason?
The last season, the last game of the regular season, it was exactly what I was expecting it to be. It's the same thing every year. The teams that need to make it are going to play really hard. The teams that don't need to make it aren't going to play as hard. The teams that are depending on another team to lose, but that team happens to be playing a team that's already in, so they're sitting their starters, like the whole Bengals, Broncos, Chiefs situation.
Mm-hmm.
That also happens every year. It was expected. As far as the playoffs, I'm so excited, bro. I am so excited for the playoffs because I think this is one of the years, and I know I'm going to sound crazy. I know anybody who's like, especially if you're a Chiefs fan, everyone's going to say, oh, they only lost 1 game. What are you talking about? Da-da-da. I truly believe as long as the Zebras don't steal it, this is the Ravens' year to go to the Super Bowl. I think we lightly touched on this topic last time, bro, but I think it's going to be the blackest Super Bowl we ever seen. It's going to be a Detroit versus Baltimore, bro. It's going to feel like BMF versus The Wire, and I'm picking The Wire to win. That's my pick, damn it. I never even seen The Wire, BMF all the way, but I'm choosing them niggas to win.
Bro, I'm going to put it to you like this.
Mm-hmm.
The NFC is going to – everybody know Detroit's about to take that shit. Bro, after the ass whooping,
don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. You gotta stay healthy. But go ahead.
After what they just did with Minnesota, bro, because I was expecting that to be a closer game than what it was. But I'm like, yeah, nah, bro. I think Detroit. I feel like Detroit right now got God on their side too, because like you went 2 seasons ago, you had 1-10 or whatever, like whatever they was like, or I don't even think they won a single game.
It was a few seasons back. They've been all right for a little bit, but I know what you mean.
No, they said it was 2 seasons ago because they just like this head coach only been there for like 3 or 4 seasons, and they said
Yeah, it was like one
last
of his
season
first seasons.
exactly, and then that last year, you go from being a bottom team to being the number 2 in the NFC. Yeah, that was a pause one. I just thought about it. Now this year, you the number 1 team in the NFC.
Yeah, man. But the part of the reason I like them and give them so much respect because it wasn't an overnight process. Like we've seen the Lions, we've seen from when they hired Dan Campbell. I think that's his name, Dan Campbell, and we've seen them progressing over the years, building their team. From when they had to do the Jared Goff trade to get him, to when they had to finally let go of Jamal Williams, but then they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. They got David Montgomery. They got Jamison Williams from Bama. They drafted Amon St. Brown. You saw them really build together a team. Hutchinson, I don't think he could have even played this season, but if he could, it would have made that much more of a difference. But everyone there is homegrown. It reminds me of the Warriors. Because who the hell was the Warriors before Steph Curry? Nobody was checking for them. They hadn't been relevant since Chris Paul.
And it's crazy too because like the year before they won their chip, the head coach that they had before that, he was the reason why that team came together the way it did. And they fired him right after that. Brought in Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr took him to the
Mark Jackson. Yeah, people still to this day say that's Mark Jackson's team.
It is. It really is.
What do you think, Abby? Who you guys going to the Super Bowl this year?
I definitely see the Ravens going to Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
My other one, I want to go with the Chiefs. I just feel like they got some Illuminati shit going on there that they are going to the Super Bowl.
They can't. It gotta be one or the other. They both AFC.
Oh.
Yeah. They might play in the AFC Championship together.
Yeah, they did last year, and the Zebras gave them the game.
No, but I definitely do see the Ravens.
Okay.
Having the chance to do.
From the NFC, your choices will be like the Vikings, the Lions, the Packers, the Eagles.
Lions.
The Lions. Okay.
I think they had a really good season.
So we all in agreement. We think it's about to be a black ass Super Bowl.
It's about to be a black ass Super Bowl.
And then we're gonna have Kendrick out there, and you probably
bro, no, niggas gonna be having a whole city turn top of some squabble up. Hey,
squabble up. Nah, you know he should be extra petty because if Drake goes through with this lawsuit, and for whatever reason Kendrick can't perform Not Like Us, he needs to perform Euphoria just so he can go. You don't want to you say nigga no more. I think that would be the ultimate petty is the way to do it. But what you about to say, bro?
Nah, like first of all, not even Euphoria. He need to do Meet the Grams.
Nah, Meet the Grams gonna put everybody to sleep. You better stop.
Like he just need to do when he was talking to his mom. That's it. That's that one.
Bruh.
Come out singing that, and then just turn and be like, "Hey,
I gotta ask a question. Do y'all think they'll ever make Super Bowl tickets affordable for the regular fan again?
Hell no. Absolutely not. You got Jay-Z now in control of the halftime show. He gonna make sure that the top star gonna be there. So he gonna make sure that you gonna have to pay top dollar to get to there.
I mean, they say billionaires are pretty ruthless. I say the only thing more ruthless than a billionaire is a billionaire that used to sell crack to his brother. That is a ruthless nigga. He don't give a fuck about you seeing your favorite team. Then you better sit your ass on that couch and order some Wingstop like everybody else.
Shit, he literally pulled that 100 House moment. I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha. No fucking ghost, nigga. What the fuck? Sit down, bro. The fuck? You gotta pay to play, fam. You gotta pay these players, nigga. What you talking about? I would, and I think that's part of why, like, when I went to that first round playoff game, the Texas Clemson game, that was part of why I think I had such an amazing time. I have an amazing time anytime I go to Texas game, but it's like to finally be able to see my favorite team in a postseason playoff setting. Shit like that, I never really thought could ever happen. Like growing up, the prices just always got more, and
expensive.
The more it went up, the more I was less desired. Like, even if I did have the money, sometimes I look at it like, would I even want to spend that? Like, the best seats are still in the house. I'm just spending it as a flex to stay on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would go if I was hired. If they was like, yo, we want to bring on the Out of Bounds podcast. We need y'all to cover the game, do a little something. Of course.
I'd be like, bro. I'd be
Back
like,
to you, Nigel.
I'd be fucking like immediately as soon as they say some shit like that, I'd be like, hey y'all, fuck this job for the weekend. I'm gone.
Fuck this job forever, nigga. I'm on the Super Bowl. Somebody gonna hire me because no matter what, anywhere I go, they're gonna be like, I seen you. You was on the Super Bowl, wasn't you? Yeah,
Yes, nigga. Yes. I was there.
You saw me. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
That ain't gotta be a question. Can I do
I'm gonna act like the realest nigga ever. Be like, I don't have a Super Bowl.
Because trust me, if I gotta pay out of pocket, oh yeah, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. I'm probably gonna be the person that go out there and run across the field. Now I'm gonna wait. Like if it's one of them games where it's a Super Bowl where it's like, oh, this is clearly about to be a winner. This is, you know what I mean? We've had those before. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm running across that field in the fourth quarter. Like, mama, look at me, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Hell yeah, bro.
Especially if you paid out of pocket.
I'm juking them security the whole nine, bro. I'm doing the whole thing. I'm gonna run by the center. I'm gonna pick up the ball. What? I'm gonna pick up the ball. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna hit the Heisman poles on their ass the whole nine. And then, why you do it? These niggas charge me $75,000 for nosebleeds. What the fuck would you do, nigga? I own everything in here now.
You gonna see my dumb ass on the sideline being like, and there goes this stupid nigga running across the field. He's at the 30, the 40, the 50. The 40,
nigga, it's not like I'm going to jail. What they gonna charge me with? The most they can do is just ban you from the stadium.
You're gonna go down. You're gonna go down in history. Oh, remember that guy?
Hey, remember that Super Bowl when that black dude ran out and he was juking the shit out of all the security and then he hit the Heisman pole in the end zone.
He did the Heisman.
Ran into the tunnel. Remember that dude? Yeah.
Whatever
he be recording every Tuesday. Tune in.
Whatever they're gonna be like, maybe they should sign him.
Yo, no, I see people from back in the day. Why didn't he run like that back in school, bro? When we had the games, yo, this nigga.
Your old high school coach hit you up. Wow, nigga, you could do that on a Super Bowl field, but you couldn't do that for me in the game.
I couldn't do that senior year in the playoffs, but I see you still got jokes. LOL, not laughing. That's how people text me, bro. No, I was nice. I was all right. It's cool.